Just imagine, simultaneously, I'm editing Big Drip and Dior at the same time. Like Fivio behind a camera, bro, like in front of a camera, it's just like it's like magic, bro. I'm telling you, undeniable. Like he knows exactly how to move, and I know exactly how to move. It's weird because I will tell you how many times I put my foot in my mouth. So many times back in the days, I was like, I would never shoot a video with a bunch of dudes standing on the corner, and that became my bread and butter.
Yo, what is good, fam? Welcome to episode 52, kind of 52. You know, we had a little issue with the SD drive. You know, it got a little corrupted. My man's got to pay a hefty price to get the stuff back.
Right now, bro, I got to pay 3 bills for an SSD drive that failed us, man. We had another guest on the pod, but, you know, I'm going to have to pay like $3,000 to get that back. So sometimes you guys donate on the channel, which we appreciate, but if you're going to donate on any episode, this is the one. This is the one, okay?
Yeah, man, we got a very special guest in the building, JLShotThat.
Yes, sir, JL.
Stop
and
playing.
Of course, man, you can catch this interview on YouTube, Spotify. You're going to be at the gym. You can be on the road. You can listen to us. Don't
to
forget
the strip
that,
club,
right?
whatever. We here, man.
JLShotThat, man. First of all,
thank you for coming, man.
Yeah, all the way from Jersey, bro.
Stop playing, bro.
Yeah. All the way from Jersey. Now, you know, we really wanted you on the pod because I feel like you have an amazing story to tell as far as like when it comes to your come up and you know what you've been able to put together in a short amount of time, bro. As far as a catalog goes,
Shit crazy.
Can't lie. Not only do you work with, you know, amazing artists that people wish they could work with, but the work speaks for itself. Like the craftsmanship, the artistry behind it is like,
Appreciate that, man.
It's great to see, bro. And you're pretty much like one of a few people that has made the imagery for New York hip hop over the last like 5 years. I don't know if you realize that. Do you realize that?
Pat yourself on the back, man. Stop playing.
Some people, like my homie Mav over here, she always tell me the same thing. Literally, we had a conversation about this yesterday, last night, a whole like 3-hour conversation. But you know, she said, like everybody says, when you're in it, you don't really see from the outside. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I can't really, I guess I can't really bask yet.
Yeah, and you know, because you're in it, you probably don't really see the impact.
For sure.
But you've definitely like influenced a lot of, you know, other videographers. Like even myself, I started transitioning when I noticed your stuff 2020. That's when I started transitioning to video myself. So like you're definitely like an inspiration. You definitely gotta, you know, give yourself some kudos, man.
Yes, sir.
And you know, if you don't know JLShotThat, he's basically a videographer from New York, right?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, and we're gonna let you tell your story
Hollis,
on when you came up and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell us a little bit about coming up in New York. Where specifically?
Hollis, Queens.
Hollis, Queens.
That's
What was
what's up.
Hollis, Queens like for our man JL, man?
Hollis, Queens is just, man, it's dope as fuck, honestly. Since I knew, I used to live on 204th Street. We had an amazing community, you know what I mean? So it was pretty tight-knit, like families, new families type shit. We go across the street to other people's, you know, friends' houses and shit. Then a drastic change, which was really funny because it was only probably like, 15 blocks away. We moved down to 195, which is called the Castle.
Okay.
195 in Hollis.
Shout out to Castle.
Definitely shout out to
Queens
the
get the money.
For sure, for sure.
I think that's Stephen A. Smith territory.
Stephen A. Smith.
Nah,
He's
yeah,
from Hollis, Queens.
Yeah, he's from 203rd. I'm from
Okay.
204th. He's from 203rd.
Fire.
Shout out
Yeah,
Hollis.
shout out to Stephen A. Shout out to Josh too. That's his nephew. I was actually doing some work with him and shit.
Lit.
But so yeah, we moved down to 195 in Hollis, which is the Castle. It's pretty well known as being like somewhere you don't really want to be around. You know what I mean? But yeah, we used to terrorize. We used to like terrorize
the neighborhood?
the neighborhood. Yeah, because there's always like 20 dudes in front of my building. We just all day, all night, just all the time. So people won't even take you know how they have bus stops in front of.
Yeah.
They'll get up the next stop because they don't even want to deal with us.
They was on that type of timing.
Yeah.
Street shit.
Damn.
But from there, I've always done music, so I got into. I met a dude, rest in peace, King Face. I don't know if you know who that is. He was the Megatron, the dude, the black
Kill
dude.
Face, you said?
King Face.
King Face.
Yeah, he was the he called himself Megatron. He's the black dude who used to wear the MAGA hat. I don't know if y'all know. He was pretty big. He was pretty big on the net. But yeah, that was before he was that. Before he became all of that, he heard my music and he was just like, "Yo, bro, this shit is fire, whatever."
So you did music?
Oh yeah.
I did not know that, bro. That's hard.
Heavy.
People need to know that.
heavy.
People
now.
need to know that,
Like,
bro.
Yeah.
Damn, I had no idea about it. Tell me a little bit more about the music side of things. Like, when did that come into the picture?
So, like I said, I met King Face, and then my little bro, Ray Gatz, he calls himself McFly now. He was a rapper as well, and we did a record together, and that was the record that King Face heard, and he was like, "Yo, nah, y'all gotta just be a group or whatever." So as we in the studio, we making a song.
Shit.
He was like, "Yo, I think I got the perfect person to come put a hook on this." And we went to go get my boy, my other little bro named Manny. He goes by Rebel now. He's amazing. Like, his voice is like phenomenal. So we formed a group. It was called the Castle Boys, and we put out a project. It's probably still out on iTunes.
At what year is this
was,
right now?
Oh my God.
Give us a little time
08?
frame. 08.
That's
Okay.
a good era, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mad Pele, you know.
This is 08, man.
Tim's.
This is 08.
Everything's leather. Nah.
We called it choosing season.
That's
That's
hard.
hard.
That wasn't the name of the tape, but that was the era that we called it choosing
Okay.
season. So
Truey season? you said?
choosing.
Oh, choosing. Okay.
Yeah, so whatever happened, we broke up because of issues with the label we was with, which was the independent label, Two Face Records. Right?
Happens.
But after that, I went solo. Right? So we all go solo. I go solo. I put out a tape in 2013 under my alias back then was called Nemesis.
Nemesis.
That was my name, yeah.
Resident
Playing
Evil
with
shit.
him.
Resident Evil shit.
Yeah. And it was on Dat Piff. Rest in peace, Dat Piff.
Word. I heard that Piff might be back though.
Yeah, no, I
They-
still
they
got
like
the app.
tweeted
It's
or
still
something.
there.
They
I think
said-
it was just like a one
A
of those.
backhand issue type shit, right?
Nah, it could have been like a publicity stunt.
Word.
But I put out a tape, right? My shit goes bananas. Like, it was going. I'm talking about my hood. My whole hood was like, yo, riding. Like, they was riding with me, like, type shit. Like, yo, I had a show. I'm talking about the whole crowd knew every word, like, type
That's
shit.
hard.
Now that you mention all that, I remember something. I think you might have posted on Instagram, and you'll probably get to it. But you had a song with like Jadakiss.
Oh yeah.
Where do you remember where you performed at? That where you just mentioned?
That I forgot. One of my boys, I think my boy Fame has that footage, but that was at a venue called the Vault. It's right around here, actually, on Hempstead.
Oh, word?
Oh, the Vault.
Not around here, but
Yeah,
on
yeah, no,
Hempstead.
Yeah, that's about 10 minutes from here.
Really?
Hempstead, yeah.
Yeah, like Valley Stream type.
Yeah, it's about
Shit.
10 minutes from here.
Elmont.
Elmont's a little further.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean Elmont. It's in
Okay.
Elmont.
That's
yeah.
like 30,
Yeah, it's Elmont.
realistically.
But
Traffic.
yeah, like the whole fucking crowd knew my shit. But I've done plenty of shows. I can't lie. That was like probably my thing, like performing.
That's
Like,
fire.
I could really.
You really felt it, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I would fucking get so nervous and pretty much almost black out, want to throw up prior
Damn.
to. But when I'm on that stage,
As soon as you step on stage, why is that, you think? Because a lot of artists can relate to that.
so shout out to Brody. Shout out to my cousin Brody Fresh. He was at one of my last performances, and we was backstage, and I'm like, yo, cuz, I'm fucking, I feel like I'm about to throw up. He's like, yo, bro, he's like, cuz, it's so good. That just means you care. That just means you care about how you about to look, how you about to perform.
Good nerves.
You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, you know what? That's good. I'm always keep that in my head. You know what I mean?
Were
It means you're doing the right thing.
Were you more nervous about your performance or the reception from the crowd? Like, are you afraid?
Probably. I mean, not probably, but
Yeah.
definitely both.
Okay.
For sure, definitely both, but more so probably my performance. I'm so critical on my.
You be practicing that shit in front of the mirror and shit? Like beforehand?
Yeah,
Like the crib?
For
like,
sure.
That's hard.
Everybody be daydreaming, you know that.
Hell yeah.
Daydreaming
Even I be
moments.
doing that, and I don't even rap. I be pretending I'm Cardi and shit on stage. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I did everything. I did SOBs. I did Highline Ballroom. You know what I mean? I
Shout out
did
to
all
Nemesis,
of those,
bro.
You know
I got tapped in.
Oh yeah, man. I only planned up to that point. You know what I mean? I planned up to releasing my mixtape and having my mixtape release party.
And performing it.
Performing, I was doing that throughout my career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, because I put up all my money for all my own shit. I did everything myself. You know what I mean? Got my cover done. Got my mixtape printed. Remember, this was CDs time, so I had to actually buy CDs. Actually had to do all of this shit. You know what I mean?
And my fault. I don't want to go too off tilter, but can you explain a little bit like the difference of marketing from back then to now?
Shit.
Like just
real
a
hustle
little bit,
shit.
a little synopsis.
Footwork, man. Even just from just selling them out your trunk. You know what I mean? Selling CDs out your motherfucking trunk. You know what I mean? Niggas ain't got access to the internet. Well, we had access to the internet. You know, you got LimeWire, BearShare, and all that shit, Napster. But all that type of shit was like kind of illegal.
And and if you wanted like any type of blog coverage, you had to go to the magazines.
Oh yeah,
Really,
you gotta
like
go pay
Revolt.
Radios and shit.
like Source and shit like that. Yeah. But yeah, it was much harder, But
Nowadays, you can just DM a blog like, yo.
It's more word of mouth.
I think it was worth so much more then though, as well,
Absolutely.
because of like when you put in that much work, you know what I mean, and then you actually see it flourish, and then you like, oh shit, I did this, you know
it's
what I mean?
more tangible too, like with the internet.
Way more tangible,
You know what I'm
what I
saying?
mean?
Yeah.
Actually having a hard copy CD is like,
Of course.
It's invaluable, honestly.
yeah,
And you see the people's faces, you know.
you get to touch the work,
Exactly.
Facts.
you know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah.
You got any more, what was the project called that you dropped?
It was called Already, the mixtape.
Already?
Yeah.
Shit, if you got extra, I'm going to need that.
I wish I did. People still ask me.
You got to
for it.
reload it, you know?
Hell yeah.
It's still up on that Piff if that
That's
Piff is
hard.
still alive.
But my fault, you can continue.
I just planned up to there. And I didn't know really what to do after that. I thought, in my head, I'm thinking like, I'm just gonna drop the tape and I'm just gonna get signed or some weird shit. You know what I mean? Like just not knowing, you know what I mean? Just being naive and new to the game.
Yeah.
But
Did you get any offers? Like,
I mean, yeah. It wasn't like offers from a label called me and no type shit. It was more so about like
looks.
other people, saying, yo, I can introduce you to this person or that, you know what I mean? And once again, in hindsight, I was I was pretty cocky back then.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Which isn't a bad thing all the time, but when it comes down to people trying to help you, it's a bad thing.
He has a saying that he says the same toes that you step on
the same toes
the way up
Yeah.
are the same toes you're gonna kiss on the way down.
You know, the same asses you kiss on the way down.
Yeah.
Facts.
For sure.
That's real talk.
So that's a real statement, you know what I mean? Yeah, so, I just burnt a lot of bridges, you know what I mean, and learned from that.
That's crazy. I would never get that from him. Isn't
yeah,
that crazy?
I mean, you gotta live and learn, you know what I mean? You gotta live and learn, and if you don't learn from it, then you'll never
No,
grow.
for sure. You definitely come off as a wise and poised person. That's why I say that.
Appreciate
and
that.
it probably, like you said, it comes with the experience.
Yeah, it comes with the experiences, for sure.
So when was that moment where you were like, damn, like, this rap shit,
Because a lot of people go through that moment.
Well, so I never really had that moment.
Okay.
Kind of, but not really. I ain't gonna lie. Music is like really my passion. Like there's nothing else like it. You know what I mean?
I see what you
When it
mean.
comes
Like
down
there wasn't a moment where you wanted to get like you actually gave up on.
No,
Exactly.
Never.
I know
Hell
what you
fucking
mean.
no. I got a
It's
studio
gonna
in my
be with you
crib.
forever.
Like hell yeah. You know what I mean? Like even just release. Like I'll just do music. If I'm mad at the world, I'm gonna do some music. I'm gonna go home and do some music.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I might never hear it, but
But
I'm
you
gonna
making
have
it
it,
for
and then
sure.
I'm gonna listen to it whenever I'm in that mood again, and it's gonna make me feel amazing. It's gonna make me feel the way I want to feel.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's my therapy. So no, I never had that moment, but it was a moment in my life where I said I had to do something because I was in a a situation, let me be a man and step up to the plate to actually take care of my moms, take care of myself, take care of the people around me, because I knew that if I keep going this route, it's a possibility, it's a chance that it can happen, but it's way less of a probability for it to happen this way than the other way.
Around when did you start realizing like, yo, the visual side of artistry is like something you want to like look into, and you're like, I think I might want to fuck with this. When did you get that from?
Around that time was after like the incident with my crib getting robbed.
Oh, you want to delve into that? You
Well, and on other interviews, I only had like 3 interviews, I think. And every interview that I've dove into that. So,
okay.
Yeah. But pretty much my crib got robbed. They took everything, all my shit.
Like all your music equipment?
Well, actually, this was after I started doing the camera shit. So, all right, so the camera shit came. I was in the studio. I used to run a studio called Signature Sounds on Jamaica Avenue. The old
that sounds real familiar.
Yeah, the OJMJ Studios. And there was a point in time where I was actually like homeless at that point in time, so I used to just live there at the studio. So I think I just bought a camera one time. I bought a camera from DuPont Music. He's from Long Island as well. I don't know if y'all know him.
You said DuPont Music?
DuPont, yeah, DuPont Music. He's a singer.
What kind of camera was it? You remember?
It was a T3i.
T3i,
That's
a
good.
That
was my
starter.
first little photo camera. I just bought it for photos. It was like $300. I felt like he gypped me at that point in time. Shout out to DuPont. I'm trying to get my money back and everything, but he was like, I was like, whatever, I'm gonna keep it. So luckily I kept it because it actually brought me here. But
yeah,
I shot just some photos. I posted online. Some people giving me some feedback. I'm like, all right, fuck, let me just keep doing it.
And what year is this around?
It was probably like 2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was around the same time like social media was really picking up too.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was only posting on like Facebook like that. And then my crib got robbed. I remember I bought a 60D actually right after I started like getting some attraction. People started actually talking about my photos. I got a video camera because I'm initially, since you didn't know I was an artist, I was an audio engineer as well. You know what I mean? So that's how I knew that's how I know so many artists as well, because I used to engineer for most of them.
That's fire.
So I'm like, damn, I might as well just start shooting some videos. You know what I mean? I'm engineering these artists. You know what I mean? So I bought a 60D, and I shot my boy Drew Bino his first video. It was shit. But at the same time, it was fire, though. At the same time, it was fire.
You're proud of that moment, bro.
Yeah,
for sure.
So after I shot that video or whatever, I posted like a post. This is about boasting too, guys. Don't boast all your shit online, man. This shit is just not worth it. I just like posted like all my equipment that I just bought. And I just bought like mad shit, tripods, cameras, lenses, blah, blah, blah. And then I had my studio equipment there in a post. And a week later, my shit gets robbed.
Oh man!
So
and you know it's somebody close to you, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely, guaranteed. But so after that, I was like, yo, fuck this shit. I'm going back to engineering. I went back to engineering, and my other shit, which is practically my whole life that I really haven't really spoke about on interviews, is poker. Yeah.
Speak on it, man.
Yeah, no. Poker literally probably saved my whole life.
Online poker?
No.
In person?
Yeah.
You used to go to the casino in Queens? What's it called?
No. They don't have poker over there. Results.
You took my jersey or?
Who, me?
Yeah,
like,
where would you do
poker?
That? Maybe I should not.
Do it,
Maybe
bro.
I should not.
Go ahead.
What'd you think, Mav?
You had your poker face going for some time?
For most of my life. Honestly, most of my life. That's been my bread and butter.
Poker.
Yeah, you would never guess
Hey,
that, huh?
I want him to
Poker's
speak
hard.
on it.
I love that shit too.
Yeah,
I play with
he's a
my brother-in-law. I be playing sometimes.
Yeah, man. But
And chess. I be into chess a lot.
yeah.
But yeah.
But around this time,
Why you stopped me like that? I was about to go in and this shit. Like, I don't know.
She's like, don't you dare.
Is it all right? Whatever. Not because I was gonna like do a series on this too as well, shoot a series. But poker. It was most of my life. Underground poker. It's underground. It's a whole society that most people don't even know about. That's why it's such a big thing for me in my life as well. I've met so many people in this industry that nobody knows, you know what I mean, and we met underground, you know what I mean. I'm talking about really good people, really good friends that are huge in the industry, you know what I mean.
Wow.
I met them
That's
underground.
That's
I would have never expected that.
Right, and then, you know, I was a player at first, wasn't too good as a player. Ended up being a dealer because I seen there was an end, you know what I mean. Because at these games in the beginning, it was just us dealing ourselves, and you know, just home games. Then turned into more than that, turned into business. And at the first night, I brought one of my friends over to deal one of our games because I'm just like, yo, bro, we need a dealer, we need some organization. And this dude made $900 just dealing that night. And I was like, okay, I know what I'm going to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just started dealing. I started making like $1,200 a night. Like, I'll deal six nights a week. You know what I mean?
Guap.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, so.
That's what's up.
But, you know what I mean? But then there's, you know, the other thing where, you know, you're just in that world, so your whole life is gambling. So my days off, I'll go to a casino and blow 30,000, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like,
shit.
So, but ups and downs, whatever. So, yeah, that's that shit.
And around this time, too, like, you know, you're doing poker, your stuff just got robbed.
And I'm doing poker, too. And you know what I mean? Like, poker was so instrumental because it's like, it's so on the low. Like I said, it's underground. It's so on the low that nobody knows what you do. Nobody knows how you get money. And you ain't got to be seen in the public eye, especially being an artist. And I'm down. You know what I mean? I'm hurt. I don't really look the way I should be looking. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was really interesting.
What's like the soundtrack like that you around this time? What are you listening to? Like what do you? This is a music podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's going on when you're on the train? You're listening to your ear pods back then. What are you listening to?
Probably Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson,
you know
okay.
What I mean? Like,
Michael Jackson, that's what's up.
Just to want to do music, period. Because I don't just rap, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like the song I have with Mac and Kiss, I'm singing on the hook. You know what I mean? So most of the shit that's probably out is mostly me singing.
That's hard. That's hard.
MJ.
Ladies, man, stop playing with them.
Yeah, MJ the GOAT.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. A lot of my shit is not necessarily too much about women, even though I'm singing. It's really more so about like life type shit. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah. I do like to cater to the ladies.
So let's get back into when do you pick up the camera? Like when do you really start going crazy?
Yeah. So for the second time, for my boy Chris One Lace, he has a clothing brand called One Lace. He had a photo shoot he wanted to do with me, and I told him, I'm like, yo, bro, I just got robbed. I don't have shit.
He's like, oh, man.
He's like, yo, he's like, yo, you can use my sister's camera. I'm like, okay, fuck it. She had a 5D, I think, the flagship.
Okay.
It's a good camera.
Yep. Canon.
Yeah, good Canon. So I'm like, fuck it. All right, let's do it. So we go to Brooklyn Bridge Park, shoot some photos, come back. He looks at the photos like, yo, bro, nah, bro, you're too good at this shit. Like, there's no way that we're gonna let this just like slide like this. He's like, yo, bro. He's like, yo, I'll buy you a camera. Let's go half. Let's go 50-50 type shit on business. You know what I mean? So he'll buy the camera and we'll go 50-50 on business. So I'm like, it was a no-brainer for me at that point. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it. I knew exactly what camera I wanted. I know what I wanted to do. I'm like, yo, give me that Sony S2, that A7S2, and I'm going to the moon with that. I was like, I'm going to the moon with that. From there, pretty much that was the start of just the start of everything. I think the first video I shot was Naja, my homegirl Naja. Her name is Flight now. She had a song called Queen Finesse. Super fire video. Like, even right now, you look at it now, like, that's a fire-ass video. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, we had a whole plot, the whole storyline. China Mac was in the video as well. That's how long I knew China Mac. That's what
Shout out
China
Mac.
I knew that nigga.
China Mac is hilarious.
Yeah, China Mac totally
on
revamped his image, who he is. He's a YouTuber now, making bread. Good for him, bro.
He's hilarious.
He literally just called me.
I used to watch all his interviews.
Thanks.
So after that video, I think I did a passion project called X Photo with a few of my friends, and we just had a bunch of models. I had a cathedral, dressed them all up, and just like shot some shit. Then after that, one of my I call him my mentor, I guess. Well, a person I really looked up to in the film world, Joe Cavallini. I always wanted to work with him my whole fucking, like, since I was an artist, I wanted him to shoot my videos, but I couldn't afford him, whatever. But as I turned into a, videographer and shit, I already know how hard it is to like woo a person of that caliber, especially just coming up. They probably just looking at you like, oh, now you wanna ride the fucking bandwagon. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? But I always try to reach out to him, whatever. But randomly he reaches out to me. Like, yo, I got this. After I post that, I told you after I shot that Passion project, he's like, yo, I got this project with Dapper Lou and Woolmark, and wanted to come aboard. So we went over to fucking Connecticut, these African models, and shot some fire shit in this sick ass abandoned warehouse. And from there,
that was a special
everybody
moment.
else, huh?
That was a special moment for you, for sure.
What? Hell yeah. OD special, like. And then shouts to Joe Cavallini.
And just mention like some of the
I shoot the way I shoot.
Some of the artists or songs he's worked on, just so people get an idea of like.
Who, Joe? Oh well, he's more of a he does product placement in big, huge fucking campaigns for like Cavalli and fucking Gucci and shit like that.
That's dope. So your inspiration just does.
But he did videos. He did the Busy Banks joint. I can't remember the video. Banks. He did it at the cathedral I shot at. I shot my shit at.
But that's interesting because like for me on the music tip, like my inspirations from videographers, it strictly comes from their music videos. But like you also found inspiration from people that do like the clothing lines. And
I'm just looking at quality and just like texture, I guess, man. Just I look so much at like
layers,
grade and composition and you know what I mean, like so much other shit I'm looking at, and it's weird because I would tell you how many times I put my foot in my mouth. So many times back in the days I was like I would never shoot a video with a bunch of dudes standing on the corner, and that became my bread and butter. You know what I mean? Because back in the day, that's the type of dude I was. You know what I mean? I wanted to shoot fashion, R&B type shit, like, because that's the type of music I listen to as well. I listen to R&B.
Right.
You know what I mean? I listen to rap as well, of course. Like, I love rap. I actually rap too. Yeah, that was my shit. So that's why I was shooting the shit I was shooting. You know what I mean? But then randomly, Jerry Saluti, who's Fivio's manager, who's been my right hand man since we was children, he was like, "Yo, bro, I got this artist. I want you to shoot a video for, he got numbers, so don't think it's for nothing type shit. You know what I mean? Like, let's see what we could do. Well, of course, anything for you. That's my bro. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Then I started that madness. It started that madness when I met Fivio in the basement at some studio. It was all of them. JD.
Yo, I have such a funny story with Fivio. Because you know Lou, obviously.
Yeah.
Lou's my guy. I remember Lou was doing these like weekly like meetings with a bunch of like tastemakers in the game, and he invited me to come. There was a bunch of producers, engineers, like people who have worked on humongous projects, and every week we would listen to what's going on in the streets, whether it's a new song, an unreleased song, some production that could be placed on a Columbia artist. And he played the Fivio foreign song, Big Drip. And it's so crazy, bro. Like, Lou is such a genius because he saw the vision for that song. The entire table, it's like 15 of us, we all looked at it like, because at that time, the drill sound was really, first of all, it was more of a Chicago thing. And we had 22 Gs and certain artists that were the originators of New York drill still hot, but like at that time, we just didn't have such a moment like that. So it wasn't something that we recognized. But the fact that Lou, forgetting about what we said, still signing him and pushing that record, shout out to Lou, because that was a genius move, and he saw the vision.
It was just energy, bro. energy. Like when I went to that, I was in that studio. It was like literally energy. It was crazy because, like I said, they was doing a Welcome to the Party remix. Mind you, I didn't hear Welcome to the Party, the actual song at that time. They did it so fast, I didn't even know,
Right.
you know, Pop was the originator of that song. So I'm hearing JD, he's doing the hook. I'm like, first off, who the fuck is this kid? Because JD, he's like a kid, you know what I mean? But his energy was just on a million. I'm like, I actually liked JD a lot. I'm like, yo, this kid is like actually a star, you know what I mean? Like, he was my first attention grabber, you know what I mean?
Right.
Then, you know, they had Gutter was there, we had Drama was there, obviously Fivio. From there, we go shoot the video. And that's why I really saw Fivio come, like, to life. I'm telling you, like, Fivio behind a camera, bro, like, in front of a camera, it's just like, it's,
natural.
At least with him and I, it's like magic, bro. I'm telling you, it's like, just undeniable. Like, he knows exactly how to move, and I know exactly how to move. You know what I mean? Like, well, it's like we dancing, no homo.
Right.
And he been making songs way before that, so he been making videos way before that. So
but
he kind of already had that experience.
That's his comfort zone. You can see. You know what I mean? Like, for sure, he knows how to move. And anybody who's ever like shot him, they always say the same thing. Like, he has that presence.
It's natural. It seems natural when you watch it. Like, he just wakes up out of bed and just smooth with it, you know. So I feel that.
He's a funny dude too, but he's always him. That's one thing about him. He's always him. He's always gonna be Fivio.
Yeah, and you know, we already know what Big Drip did for the city, bro. Like,
it's crazy too, and I'll keep it a buck. When I first heard Big Drip, I didn't think that was the one. You know, and I'll keep it a buck. And I'm not saying I didn't think it was a bad song. I love the song. I just didn't think it was better than some of the other songs on that project. Right. Like, that was my personal preference. Like, I actually like 2 Cars a lot. Like, 2 Cars is one of my favorite songs on that project. You know what I mean? Big Drip came second.
Right,
to
right.
me.
And he can spit.
Oh, Fivio.
He
be talking, though. Like, Fivio really be talking. Like, talking. If you really listen to Fivio, bro, like, you be, oh, shit. He be talking.
Just give us a little idea of how that day went to the Big Drip video.
So, you saying that, right? It was just pressure because of that video, right? Now, just imagine, simultaneously, I'm editing Big Drip and Dior at the same time.
Before you get into that, you edit your own videos,
yes.
right? What do you use to edit your videos?
Premiere.
Yeah.
Did you go on YouTube to learn that, or to classes?
Well,
all self-taught. You feel me?
Initially, it was self-taught because Pro Tools and Adobe Premiere goes hand in hand, kind of sort of like layout-wise,
sequence,
and like a lot of like quick keys and shit.
Right.
Like, and then you could just make your own quick keys, which is like the world for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, anybody that just opens it up might get intimidated by just,
oh no, for sure. But I
know?
was right at home once I opened it because it looks like Pro Tools, even just the gray.
Right.
So I was just like, hey, I'm home.
So you kind of knew what's up. Okay.
Yeah. Well, everything goes hand in hand. Once you like know like one program, you probably pretty much know.
For sure. So damn,
Just,
Dior
it's
and
it's
that
the language,
at the same time,
bro. And you wouldn't imagine how much shit I was going through because Pop is thinking I'm holding out. You know, Pop is thinking I'm putting Fivio first, and then Fivio's thinking I'm putting Pop first. You know what I mean?
Really, that's crazy.
So,
did they tell you that, like in person?
Yes,
like,
of course.
Okay.
Of course.
What was
We've
the
had
wait
arguments.
time? Because this is something, it's different between every videographer, and as you grow more, you have more hands that can help. But like at this time, what's the wait time for like a return time for a video?
Right now?
Then.
Oh, then was dreadful. I don't fucking know. Nah, but I don't fucking know. Nah, but honestly, it was like but see for Big Drip, we shot one part like a month apart from the next part.
Okay.
So I just shot the part of the backyard of the mansion, not a mansion, whatever, backyard at the crib.
Yeah.
I shot that one month, and then later on, I ended up shooting the shit by Brooklyn, in Dumbo.
Right.
But at the same time, around the same time, I think it was probably like days before, days after, I shot Dior. So, like I said, at the same time, this is actually at the same time where obviously this is both of their biggest records.
Right.
You know what I mean? Both of their biggest records. So, Pop is with Steven at this time.
Steven
Steven Victor.
Victor, yeah.
And Steven's on my line, I got Shiv on my line. I got all these people on my line. Then I got Jerry on my line. I got Bless on my line. I got Bobby on my line. And they all like, yo, bro, what's up with the video, bro? I'm like, yo, I'm doing it right now, yo. I had to work on Pop shit real quick. Yo, I had to work on Bobby shit right. I'm like,
you know how New Yorkers are too.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, cuz. Like,
you know what I mean? Nah,
we up.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was stressful.
So what did you
bro.
finish first? Do you remember?
I think I finished Big Drip first.
Okay.
I did. I finished Big Drip first. No, I'm lying. I was doing, yo, bro, you know what's crazy?
What?
So at that point in time, I was so overwhelmed with work.
Yeah.
I was going to let one of the dudes that I was shooting with at the time, I'm not even going to say his name, but he was supposed to edit it. Dior, while I was editing Big Drip. We was in the same studio. I was going to edit it right here. He was going to edit it right there.
Okay.
And for some reason, he just didn't do it. Guess he couldn't find the time. I'm sitting here like, are you about to say no to edit the biggest video of your career? That could be the biggest edit of your career.
Wow.
So he didn't even do it. So that's his dumbass.
So now you got to juggle both of them.
Oh, bro.
You know what I mean?
Things are meant to be.
So yeah, right. So ended up doing both of them, and I think I gave it to them like a day apart. And look, silence after that.
So when it comes to making, big videos for big records, right? What's the aftermath of that? Because obviously they put a bag behind the records, those 2 records.
Yeah. Not for the video.
I'm saying to push the record.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Big Drip dropped without a label.
Yeah, Big Drip was already kind of buzzing. It took a couple months for that to pop off.
No, bro.
Yeah, it was like months.
No.
I remember Juice WRLD brought out Fivio at Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
And this was like October, but Big Drip was already out for mad long.
Okay.
And there was mad people around like.
So in that time period,
like,
while Big Drip, Dior is bubbling, how's your day-to-day going at that point? Because now those are out. You have your credits on it, of course. Yeah. People are recognizing certain things. What's that transition like?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was dope, crazy, and like it was exhilarating. Honestly, to me, as me being who I am, I'm not gonna say who I was, but as an artist, and I always knew that I'll be a part of this world some way, somehow. You know what I mean? Like even like having dreams of being on a stage in front of thousands and thousands of people. Maybe those dreams wasn't necessarily me performing. I was supposed to be behind the dude performing. You know what I mean? And sometimes I just look at it at that. But to get back to your question, everything was changing. Obviously, my phone is fucking going a million miles per second. Like everybody's blowing up my phone that I haven't heard from in forever. And
people are proud.
Some people are proud. Some people are trying to get on. You know what I mean? And and at that time, I'm just by myself. Me and Dollar, million dollar Ra, we're just by ourselves, just banging this shit out. And I ain't gonna lie, I was overwhelmed as well. Once again, because I can't even handle all of these requests. You know what I mean? So
how do you go by choosing it then? Like if you have 1 million requests, how do you go by choosing, I'm going to do this one?
And on top of that, pricing too.
Yeah.
Oh, shit went up.
Stop playing.
Yesterday's
shit price is not today's price.
Sure.
Humbly.
For sure.
But like that's also a thing you got to consider too. Like who do I actually open up my network to and work with? And then like what do I charge now,
Yeah. So that was
and you don't have to speak on price, but I'm sure that was a part of it too.
I don't get two hells.
Yeah.
I'd rather talk about it now, and then people ask me the same question over and over. But it changed drastically. Actually, it was crazy. I came in the door charging a lot more than a lot of people. I came in the door charging $700. That was just because of, especially the equipment, the value of the equipment. Because I had a Ronin, the big Ronin. I had the S2. I had good equipment. You know what I mean? So I had lights and everything. So I'm like, I'm not. I'm charging $700 starting off. Quickly changed to to I think it was 1,500. And then after like Big Drip and Dior, I'm through the roof. You know what I mean? Like I'm wherever I want to be. Actually, at that point in time, I was wherever I wanted to be.
At this point, you can like request budgets for certain things.
Right, but I didn't know no better at that time. I'm eating everything.
Right.
Like I'm eating everything. Like $10,000, that's all mine. Like I'm just gonna go on the street, find somewhere to shoot, and use my resources and put that $10,000 in my pocket. Obviously, pay people around me that's doing, but that was mostly mine. Nowadays, obviously, I smartened up. You know, you obviously got to use that budget to make your video better, so you can get bigger budgets.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
how was Pop Smoke's reaction? Like after the video was over, like did he feel like, yeah, let's go? Like this, was he hype? Like
he was OD when
he knew
seen
what
the
he
finished
had.
product.
Nah. Like you turn off the camera, you know, the video shoot's done. Like was he like, yeah, let's go? This about to go crazy.
Nah, he's more of a
like after
see the final product type
okay.
dude. Yeah.
I
But
know
he always got good energy though.
Yeah.
Like his energy.
Pop was very
always
tactical. I met him one time, and you could just tell he was super tactical with his everything.
Everything.
That's fire.
Even the fact that when I look back in hindsight, that the first day I met him in the studio with Fivio, like he was grilling me. Like I'm talking about like grilling me, like, and I look like I use my peripherals a whole lot. You know what I mean? I'm a visual dude, so I'd rather sit in a corner and just watch everybody all day, type shit. So I'm watching everybody all day anyway. So I'm filming, but at the same time looking at him, looking at me from the side, from my peripheral. You know what I mean? I'm like, why is he grilling me? Like I'm thinking that he's like he got static. You know what I mean? Like damn, do I know this nigga from somewhere? Like, but turns out he was just reading my energy, you know what I mean? Just like feeling me out, just like, you know what I mean? Seeing the way I shoot. And then because like out of nowhere, he just walks behind me, and then he just started looking at my screen, and then he's like, yo, you want to shoot something for me real quick? And that ended up being the Dior promo. I shot like a Dior promo, and he sent that to Steven, and that's what started out the relationship. He was like, yeah, have him come to the office tomorrow type shit.
That's fire, man.
I sat down with Steven. This is the fire part. I sat down with Steven inside his office, and it's a person behind us, and he's giving me advice on like the deal that we're trying to work out, negotiate at that. No, this person sitting behind me.
Oh, okay.
And you're negotiating for what exactly?
How much he's gonna give me to salary.
Okay. Oh,
so
salary.
So he's asking me, do I want salary or do I want to get paid commissions? So
and
the person.
This is for what specifically?
This
though?
is from the start. This is
to
just
shoot
to work,
all
to shoot for Pop. Yeah.
Oh, Pop
shoot
exclusively.
all his shit.
Okay.
Yeah, all his shit.
Okay.
Not exclusive. That was one of my. Negotiations. Like I can't be exclusive.
Right.
Like,
right.
I have to
okay.
be able to do what I want to do as well.
Right.
So, but like I said, this is just a cool part to throw in there. This person just like, he's like, yo, because Steven's like, yo, you want salary or commission? And he's like, salary. Like he's giving me advice. So I turn around. I said, it's the motherfucking dream.
Oh,
it's the motherfucking dream. I'm like, yo, and I'm a huge fan, and I'm sitting here like,
hell yeah,
wow.
And I'm like,
Shorty
oh
right
shit,
there's a 10.
That's
bro, it was crazy, and I'm sitting, I'm just baffled, like, get the fuck out of here, this nigga's the
Hook
dream
master.
that's here.
Wow.
Right,
That's dope to
cool.
hear.
That was
That's
cool as fuck.
crazy.
He's
So,
a hook master.
He was
bro.
there negotiating with me, but yeah,
That's what's up. That's what's up. So what'd you end up taking?
I don't want to talk about that. It took a little something.
Yeah, that's fire.
It was okay. It was good for what I needed at that point in time.
That's good. That's good.
What's your favorite video that you worked on? I know it's probably a shit ton.
Yeah, that's rough.
I guess overall, like the experience and also how it came out, you know?
I mean, a deal, obviously.
Word,
You know what I mean? Just like the way the whole thing transpired. It was just, chemistry and Pop and I, we literally came up with all of that shit on the spot type shit. We just had location. We just had starlets.
So there was no real, like, game plan before?
No,
like,
there was no treatment, no nothing. It was literally like, Steven called me out of my sleep one day. And he's like, yo, bro, you ready to be shooting the video at 2 o'clock? Meet me at Starlets. I'm like, what video?
Oh,
like
shit.
Dior. I'm like, bro, I'm not about to shoot Dior, his biggest song right now, out of nowhere. Like, just meet me at Starless.
Hey, that's how it be, bro. That's what I learned, bro. It's like that.
Damn.
Nigga, I went on, I forgot what app we was using at that time. It was what app was that? Where House Party? I don't know. It was an app where it was a bunch of people could FaceTime.
Clubhouse?
Nah,
But
this
the
was
people
like
could
4 years ago.
FaceTime though.
I don't know.
So you was on that shit and then
Whatever, yeah. And I just it was a bunch of videographers because we had like a
Zoom or some shit?
I don't know.
Skype.
It was either it could have been
Uvu.
it could have been Instagram. It could have been Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I just, we was all on. I was like, yo, I need some help. I need y'all to pull up, help me out, type shit.
Yeah.
So like I had like one take. I had the other kids I was talking about. And yeah,
You know, definitely we're gonna get more into pop and Favi, but I want to talk about just random occasions where something malfunctioned. Like, do you have any experiences where like, damn, the SSD crashed, or damn, I forgot this, or damn, I didn't hit record? Do you ever had those moments where like you kind of blew it?
all the time. Like
Anything you can speak upon?
probably every single project. Right, every single project something happens. First off, in production, nothing goes as planned.
Nah,
That's first things
100%.
first. You know what I mean? Other than that, yeah, man, it's always something, bro. It's always something. I mean, we're humans.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not we're not perfect. Shit's gonna
Anything
happen.
happen on set where you're like, damn, like everybody's looking at you? Because when
I'll tell you
you're
this.
on set, all the eyeballs are on the videographer,
I'll tell you this.
waiting on you.
Young and May, right? So she hires me to do 2 videos. The one with her and Fivio, which was Hello Baby, and the other song was Hennied Up.
Okay.
Right? So the Hello Baby shoot goes well. Next shoot. She doesn't give me much. She just says she wants a video to look basically how I shoot for Fivio. All right, bet. Me, I want to go above and beyond. This is what around the first time where I started feeling like we need to actually just like start using the budget for more
Cool
shit for
shit,
the video, you know? So I fucking go get a fucking I hit so many people up just to make this fucking Astera box, like a box made of Astera tubes, so she could be in the middle of it, type shit. And I had a filter, a star filter, where I was gonna use as a filter to create that cast, a star cast with her in the middle, whatever. It was fire, super fire. Yeah. Tell me why we had to shoot. We went for her, whatever. We got the box there ready to go. We got the lights set up, everything. She's like, "Yo, what is this?" I'm like, it's idea we came up. I think we sent her a treatment, so I didn't see this as a treatment. I'm like, yeah, nah, it was just like a creative idea. We wanted to, just try
out.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
she wasn't
I'll
with
tell
it.
her what she says. She's like, yo, I'm not no industry bitch. I'm not no industry bitch. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, I don't need all this, these clean
Okay,
shit.
okay.
She just wanted that shit
I'm
to
like,
be
yo,
raw.
but yo, we just spent like $5,000 on this. I don't want it. I'm like, wait, so
Can you return that shit?
nope,
Is it something
That
that you
shit's
could
gone.
like hold off for another video?
gone, nigga.
Damn.
Money gone. It's time to dream.
He like this recording the rest of the video.
Boy, what? I was sick.
All right, we good.
I was sick,
You
bro.
like that shot?
And that video never came out.
Oh.
She ended up shooting it over.
Oh my god. So what happens with that footage? You just
I-
put it in
I-
the trash
I-
bin?
I got it.
Recycle bin?
I got it. I don't know. Maybe you'll use it for a documentary later on or something. I don't know.
Word.
That's
That's a
a
good
good
idea.
story, bro.
Me and May went at it a couple times. Like, and it's so surprising that she hit me up for those videos because we went at it at Move Like a Boss. The video. She the first time I met her.
What she said?
It was
Mind you,
just-
Ma is like her brother is like almost my family in a sense, like, cause we not grew up together, but like he grew up with me and my cousin. I used to work with my cousin, so like, and then his baby mother's like, that's my cousin who passed is goddaughter. So, like, you know what I mean? It was just like And he was telling her, her brother was telling her, like, that's like fam right there, blah,
right,
blah, blah.
right.
But she didn't give a fuck type shit. But we went at it at Move Like a Boss.
She's definitely someone who's going to speak their mind.
Yeah, she's stern.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I fuck with her.
Yeah.
Like, but like I said, I fucked with her even more when I heard she requested me, because her brother hit me up like, yo, she wants you to shoot the videos. I'm like, what? After what we went?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like,
some people respect that. They
solid.
appreciate, like, when you can rebuttal what they're saying.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're
not being a little bitch about it, you know? Yeah, so, you know, I want to touch on, first of all, like, Pop Smoke and, like, his come up with you, because you guys got a lot of vlog footage. And I know Apex was around.
Yeah.
Apex Visions, shout out to you.
Shout out to Apex.
Definitely need you on the pod too. I know you two were running around with Pop a lot.
Yeah. It was me and Bodman at first.
Okay. Bodman, shout out Bodman.
Yeah, shout out Bodman. You already know Bodman is still around, obviously, with Fivio now, heavy. But yeah, it was me and Bodman. And then, you know, this industry, man, you know, people have fallouts here and there, but it's usually because we don't understand each other at first, you know what I mean? So Apex came into the picture. I remember the day Pop asked me, he was like, yo, you got any fire photographers? I'm sitting in my head like, what happened to Bodman? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess, you know, they, whatever.
Around that time, I was trying to get my foot in the door too with Pop, because he had did a show in Long Island in Amityville, like not even 5 minutes from here. I shot that show, and afterwards, he went to a studio session in Deer Park with Fivio, and you know, I wish not so many people were there, because when there's like too many people being extra, like, and that's when I mentioned Pop. You can tell that he's very tactical. Like, he just knew the vibe in that building was just like too much,
There's too many heads?
too cloudy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like people trying to take pictures, people trying to do this, and it's a studio. We're in a studio where he's trying to record, and there's like literally 50 people there. Yeah, he was a cool dude.
Yeah.
And the reason I bring up Apex is because I went to take a picture of him at the studio, and he said, "Oh, I'm not doing pictures right now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm drinking Henny, whatever. Like, I'm cooling, and plus I got a photographer already."
Nah, Apex the homie. For sure. Yeah, Apex is the homie, man. She's OD talented too. She's serious about her craft. A lot of people don't even know she a female.
Yeah, people don't know
She be around all the time too, and you just don't know who. Yeah,
she be in the cut.
Always in the cut. Just like Bodman. Bodman's the same way. They just in the cut. You know
I feel like for me it's a little hard because I'm 6'5". Like,
oh yeah.
I stick out like a sore thumb, bro.
For sure.
Like when I saw you at
Max.
Rolling Loud Miami, I didn't even think you knew like my face, because on my company I don't showcase.
Nah,
I try to let the brand
I'll be
speak
watching
for
your
itself.
podcast.
Thank you, bro.
Ever since y'all mentioned me, I've been following since then.
Damn, that was like episode like 5. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Facts. He put me on.
But yeah, around this time, a lot of things are going on. Both Fivio and Pop are going crazy. You at the same time are going crazy now because everybody's trying to shoot with JLShotThat.
Yeah.
Around the time when Pop passed, where were you? What was going on at that time? And can you just delve into that story a little bit at all, or?
Yeah. I was home. I was on my mom's couch actually at that point. I was sleeping on my mom's couch. Like I told you, I was at a point where I had to man the fuck up, and you know what I mean.
Right.
Cause I was down at that point. We had a whole I said this on an interview before. I don't like to repeat shit because I don't want y'all to have the same concept. But at the same time, it don't matter because at the same time, it don't matter because a lot of people haven't seen those interviews.
Right.
But yeah, he and I had a 2-3 hour conversation a day before, 2 days before. And it was weird because we talked, but we don't talk for that long. You know what I mean? And the way he was talking that day, it was just a lot of reminiscing from when we first started, and just shit, and it was just so weird. You know what I mean? You hear these stories all the time. He's like, yeah, okay. You know what I mean?
But when you look back in hindsight,
this
just the mood and stuff.
Bro, because I was sleeping. He called me like probably 2, 3 in the morning. I was sleeping, right? He called me and he like, "What's good? What you doing?" I'm like, "Shit, I'm just sleeping and shit." I'm telling him I'm sleeping, so I'm thinking he about to be, "I'm gonna holler at you later." But he just like wanted to talk, so I'm like, "Damn, fuck it, let me just wake up." So I just woke up, got up on my bed, just like sat up, and we just started talking, and I'm like, I was mad at the fact that I didn't shoot Christopher Walken. He's like, "Yo, that shit ain't about nothing, blah blah blah," and he started talking about like, like I said, how we started and just like all the shit we've been through, like our UK trip. We started talking about mad shit about that. And it just ended off like, you know what I mean? Regular, yeah. It ended off with him saying he wanted me to shoot the Sweetheart video.
That song's one of my favorites.
Yeah, mine too. And I was like, yeah, I bet. That's one of our last texts. Our last text is he was like, "Yo, I'm coming back. We're going to shoot the Sweetheart video tomorrow." Type shit. And yeah, and that was that.
What happened with the Christopher Walken video? Somebody.
the DP from War ended up shooting that. I felt like it was some snake shit, honestly, because I felt he pitched the video to them. You know, I personally feel that because it's like, first off, how do you even know them? Obviously, because you was my DP on my last shoot with War, and you know, whatever.
You feel like you could have did a better video than that?
Oh, it's not feel like. I know. He used an effect that I used in a video fucking a year before.
He used the what?
An effect that I used in a video like a year before. Like,
yeah.
I mean, he sat there and watched, he analyzed me fucking edit a whole video, the War video. Like, I edited it in his studio.
So he took your sauce, is what you
I
saying?
don't know. It is what it is.
Word.
You know?
And the video came out alright.
But it ain't the chef. The sauce could be the same, but the chef ain't, you know, type shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I forgot what time I started noticing that, you know, Instagram and whatnot, the news was publicizing that, you know, this incident had happened with Pop.
That's what happened. Like, I was sleeping, and then I heard my boy Black Cypher was there too. Yeah, it's a red light on.
My fault.
Nah. And he was like, he woke me up. He was like, yo, bro, they killed Pop. I'm like, what? I woke up out of my sleep, and he showed me like a shade room, whatever post. I'm like, what? I went back to sleep. Dead ass. I went right back to sleep. Then I woke up. I went on my phone. I started checking, and it was just, my phone was obviously blowing. Everybody was blowing my phone up first because they thought I was with him.
Yeah.
And it was just, just cried myself to sleep pretty much.
Yeah, that was a tough day. Bro. I remember, you know, unfortunately, like one of his best friends, I believe his name is Mike.
Mike D.
Yeah. That day, there was a lot of like pointing the finger going on. Because I know Apex was there as well. You know, Apex had taken a picture, and you know, like the address may or may not have been.
It was there.
Like the house number of where they were at was in the picture, and Mike had posted it or whatever. So I know he was going through it heavy that day, and I remember that day DMing Apex like hoping you good because I knew she was there. There was supposedly like he had gotten a package from Mike Amiri. And Pop might have put his address out there. It's just a very unfortunate incident because, you know, he was a kid, bro. He was a kid and still learning certain things, and to have something like that happen the way it happened, and then we just got the verdict like a day ago, 2 days ago, that one of the minors that was involved with it, he only got 4 years.
Yeah, you know he was telling, boy. He was right.
Yeah, but I think it's because he was a minor at the time. He was 16. I think that's why he got the 4 years. But you know, it's
just all for nothing. It's just all for nothing. You feel me?
It's unfortunate.
That's the most unfortunate shit about it.
Yeah, it's over. Like, come on, what of value, especially jewelry, bro? Like, jewelry has way less value than you think it has once it's like manipulated. Like a watch, or like you put diamonds on the watch, you put diamonds on the gold. Like that shit depreciates like crazy. And just the impact afterwards. I mean, we still feel it today. We're gonna feel it forever.
Yeah.
You know, when you started seeing that Pop was way bigger than just like who he was with his albums and stuff. Like he was an actual icon. Like, did you see that while he was alive? Or
Oh, fuck yeah, man. First off, oh my God. My dream my whole life was to go to the UK because I used to talk like I can talk like these guys if I want to, you know.
Yeah.
What I mean? Like, I used to do that shit like my whole life,
that's
as a
awesome.
kid and shit. And my first time going to the UK was to go on tour with Pop. So we get out there. When I tell you, bro, like this kid was a god out there. Like when I tell you that, like, I lied not one bit.
He said he what?
He was a
He
god,
was a god
out there.
there.
And it was such a short time too, like,
Like,
6
bro,
months. Crazy,
Like, we
bro.
went there. First show in Leicester was fucking bananas. I would show you the footage. Just like, what? The energy was insane, bro. He looked
They
at me at the
appreciate
end of
it.
his performance. You can even see it in the video. He looks at me. He's like, "Yo,
Word.
like, what?"
That's
Like they
fire.
saying every word, bro. Every word. I'm talking. And they was like animals because it was a cage like behind us, and they all like shaking
Yo,
the
the
cage.
UK
They
Going
appreciate
crazy,
artists
bro.
way
They
more.
appreciate the artists way more than the States.
Tony
was
Ayo
sick,
said that
bro.
shit. He was like,
Sick.
"Yo, I come outside in Queens. They don't give a fuck about
Yeah.
me. I go
Yeah.
outside in the UK. Yo.
Yeah.
That shit crazy."
Yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
That
That's
shit was
awesome.
crazy, bro. Like everywhere we went out there, people knew who he was, coming up to him, running up to him, and it was just from there I knew. I was just like, yo, bro, yeah, you're a Nova star, like.
Damn.
And he knew, bro. Like he knew. He was so smart, bro. He was so intelligent and so wise at that age because he would always take from anything he liked and just use it the way he wanted. You know what I mean? The way you should do it. You know what I mean? Like Migos and them, like he literally worked with them like once or twice, and he's like, yo, I love Quavo's ad-libs. I'm about to start doing that shit. Start doing that shit. You know what I mean?
That's hard.
That clip with him and Quavo is hard when they're doing the song together.
Right.
He's like, "Yo, that shit hard, bro.
Yeah.
The way you just said that shit hard. Say that shit again."
Yeah. And that's how he really
Hell
was in real life. Like he, if you down, if you're a Debbie Downer, if you like no energy type of nigga, he gonna come up to you and make you dance type shit.
That's hard. Good
Damn,
energy.
yo, and
bro.
he like 19 years old, right?
Mhm.
Bruh, like I couldn't believe that.
Did you ever get to meet Lancey Foe out there? Cause Pop, Lancey said in an interview that he met Pop out there in UK, and then he went up to Lancey, and Lancey didn't know that he knew him. He's like, "Yo, you hard, bro. You fucking hard."
Yo, your face. Do you know who Lancey is?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's a UK artist that he's pretty much transitioned to like the States and getting bubble.
yeah,
in
he's
the
pretty
States.
dope. But
Now?
anyways, Lancey said in a recent interview that
I seen a lot of like big people out there when we was out there.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yo.
he was with Skepta,
that's hard. Yeah, he
Lil
has songs with
Gigs.
Lancey. Skepta has songs with Lancey.
Fredo.
Well, who's the new guy? He'd be like, my bitch is gay.
Oh,
Central
Central
C.
C.
Central C. Imagine Central and Pop, bro.
Ooh, that shit would have
that
went
would go
crazy.
Yeah. Or Fivio and him, they
Yeah.
linked.
He definitely would have like headlined Rolling Loud easily.
Hell yeah, man.
Pop Smoke for sure.
Yeah, he was an icon.
Easily.
Guaranteed.
He was supposed to perform 2019 in New York, but
Yeah, they shut.
they ain't let the street dudes perform. Unfortunately.
Did you shoot the song with Fivio, Ye, and was that you or no?
No.
Okay.
No, they wouldn't give me that big budget.
So speaking of that,
They wouldn't give me that big
what's one
budget.
artist you wish that you haven't worked with yet? Like a dream, you know.
There's so many people I would love to work with. So many.
Where
Honestly, I would like to work with everybody if possible. You know what I mean? But not like some artists I would really, really want to work with. Obviously, a Drake.
Drizzy,
That'd be hard. Drake.
And we were supposed to do the Demons thing, but I don't know what happened.
The what?
Demons?
Oh, Demons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
That would have been something, bro. I would have
Oh,
been so
man.
proud.
I ain't gonna lie. I was,
bro.
man, I was already aiming.
He was
I had
ready.
people already
Is it because of the
congratulating me.
pandemic? Is it because of the pandemic it didn't happen? Or just-
I don't know, bro.
Because
know.
that dropped like May 2020.
Yeah,
type
you never
shit,
know.
so.
You never know.
Yeah.
But they had me. I was in the streets in the pandemic, so that shit didn't matter.
Yeah, but you know how the world was type shit. A
So,
lot of people didn't want to go outside.
I guess we can speak into what you're trying to do now and in the future.
I'm currently filming. We're still filming our TV series called AMRAC.
I remember you started that a while ago, right?
Yeah, it's been a year now.
AMRAC.
Yeah, I remember at Rolling Loud you told me about it.
Yeah, and it's with some good friends of mine. King Corey. He's an actor on Power, also a producer on Power. He's my second director on the series. We also have Kayla Bill. She's a fucking producer for so many fucking shit. Like she's on Fox, a bunch of shit.
And this project you're speaking of, like, what is it exactly? You want to?
What, AMRAC?
Yeah.
Well, I would like for y'all to
Be surprised.
probably have us up there, up here. If that's cool with y'all.
Wait, say that again.
I said have us up here so we can all actually.
Oh, that'll be dope.
Let's talk about it. I think AMRAC is big enough for y'all for it to have its own segment.
That's dope.
Hey man, we're with whatever.
That'll be fire.
My boy
Honestly.
My boy Inf, Corey, Kayla. Yeah, man. So it's four of us. We're all, of color from the same area, Queens. And we came together, put our minds together, and created something huge. The casting call, we had 3 casting calls. We had over 300 people show up, too. We have a cast of over 56 people, a crew of like 34, all voluntary. So
That's
I think
fire.
it's a big
It's
thing,
official.
man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Big thing.
Definitely.
It has been taking its time. I can't lie, obviously, because this is all independent. Money is not grown on trees, and it's
Of
literally
course.
coming out of our pockets. You know what I mean?
Very much a passion project.
Yeah, hundreds of thousands of dollars is going into this. You know what I
Wow.
mean? So
And you have investors or?
And initially we had an investor who was a total shitbag, and he only gave us like $5,000. Thought he gave us the world, but you know what I mean? Like that shit didn't cover toilet paper. Like honestly.
And what else you got going on?
I saw you did you was with NLE, right, recently? NLE,
yeah, that's dropping.
Fivio.
Yeah, that's dropping soon. It was supposed to drop today, but I guess
Leaky
I didn't edit
too.
this video. Y'all see who edited it. I don't want to make it seem like he
Yeah,
was,
what's
he
that
was
editing
slacking.
process now? What?
I just started not editing videos. Like the past 2 videos, the one I did for Malik Montana and NLE in London, I just did that. It's funny, NLE didn't even recognize that it was me who directed that video in London when he came to New York. Because he was so, I ain't gonna lie, they've been working him to death. He's been just, he had nonstop schedule. Like that day, he couldn't even come to us for the shoot. We had to go to him because he was in the studio doing 2 sessions. Then he had to go do another shoot after that.
For real?
Workhorse, man.
Sick.
And he's bubbling again.
Yeah, he is.
He got a crazy song going crazy.
So yeah, we just shot that. Yeah, but yeah, that should be dropping soon. But yeah, obviously, I have a talk show called "I Didn't Want to Do This."
I didn't want to do this.
Yeah.
Interesting. Why that name?
So
She's laughing.
yeah, so she's
You
our
just didn't
program
want to do it,
director.
bro. That's it.
That's my
Nah.
program director, Avenue. So yeah, $1 Million Rye. So the 3 hosts, AJ, $1 Million Rye, and I. So AJ, he's more on that side, like media side, and he always just told me I should just be in front of a camera, and he, wants to do something, do a show, whatever. And I told him I wouldn't do it. I don't want to do it, and I wouldn't do it unless Dollar's on it, which is like Dollar's like my right hand man right now. You know what I mean? And I just wouldn't feel comfortable. I didn't really know AJ at that point. You know what I mean? Because I feel like chemistry speaks the loudest on camera. So I'm just like, if I have somebody I have chemistry with, it can, suffice. So Dollar was just like, yo, I'm like, yo, Dollar, we need a name for this shit. He's like, yo, bro, I didn't want to do this. That's it. I'm like, yo, that's fire. I'm like, yo, we going with that. Call my boy Homie Hill. I'm like, yo, I need a logo for this, like right now. Homie Hill came back with that logo. I'm like, yo, it's on popping.
That's what's up. And how long you guys been doing that?
Shit, how long we started ago? How long ago we started? We started with a meeting in my crib. I was just like, yo.
This past December?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Called a few people up. I'm just like, yo, I met her through a mutual friend called artist Ams Marvelous. She's from out here as well.
Yeah, you know Ams? Oh, that's right. You from Brentwood. So shout out Ams and Marvelous. She still doing music?
Yeah, she's in LA. So
yo, that's what's up.
Yeah. So I met Ams years ago at a showcase out here somewhere. And then I just kept in touch with her, and then every time I went to LA, I linked with her because she's living in LA. So
Ams is like 3 years, 4 years older than me. When I was in 10th grade in Brentwood, she was like a senior.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm a baby, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. So I met her through Ams one day. She was doing an interview because she was a journalist. She was doing an interview on Ams. And they needed like a spot to shoot it at, so I was like, yo, come to my crib or whatever. So I was like, I like her spunk, and I just loved like her journalism and like how she was serious about her shit, you know what I mean? Like, so she was just like always on my mind since that day. So probably like months down the line, this opportunity presents itself, and I'm like, yo, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna need a team, a really good team. So she was one of the people I had in mind. Kim, a PR. She's from Long Island, Jersey, Long Island, whatever. But Kim, PR, she was another person I had in mind because I seen her throw an event at a fucking movie theater and she held that shit down. I'm like, nah, she's a beast.
That sounds dope.
And Kid Flash, my boy. Kid
Flash. Kid Flash.
Yeah, Kid
What's
Flash.
That
is my man,
That's
bro.
my brother
Who's
right
that?
there.
He does a little bit of what you do, like graphic design, but more so like
he did the cover
work.
He did the cover for He did the cover for City of Gods. He did the cover for almost all the TJ.
Oh, I saw
shit.
you post him.
TJ
Yes,
shit,
yes. Okay.
And he has like a little series on YouTube where yes,
hilarious
shit.
So yeah, he's a part of it as well.
Shout out to you,
I ain't
Flash.
shit. Okay.
So yeah, I just put all of us in a room together. Like, I have an idea. Y'all the people I feel like could execute this with me, and we just started having meetings every Monday from that day. And then we finally got it on the road because we was looking for a space for so long. Because me and AJ, we fucking jumped the gun and bought a fucking 7-foot neon sign that we can't put nowhere.
7 foot, boy?
Bruh.
7 feet
I didn't know it was that long. I didn't know it was that big. The dimensions.
You tweaking?
I didn't know.
Geeking.
It's so big, bro.
Oh, dead.
It's so big, yo. And I was so pissed when it came. Well, we was all hyped because it was fire, but then we just thought about, like, where the fuck are we going to put this shit? So it's just sitting in my bedroom right now.
Yo, you know what's perfect about the timing of putting this talk show together? YouTube is now pushing podcasts.
Oh, wow.
Like
A
they
little
sent
more
an
now,
email
yeah.
blast like a day or two ago saying that they're basically prioritizing advertisements and all that on podcasts.
Because it's longer videos,
Yeah,
so
of
it's
course.
probably more. You know
way more.
Because at first they was pushing shorts, but the advertisers weren't happy because now people are watching shorts instead of long form content. Where like advertisements, they flourish on like long form.
There's really
content.
no ads on shorts.
Yeah.
Really.
So-
It's just nonstop.
So yeah, you guys got good timing. It's gonna be a lot more, I guess, accessible to find success with the podcast. So
Yeah,
I can't wait to delve into it myself.
That's fire.
Before we get out of here, I just want you to shout out anybody that you see currently like in your field doing their thing. Anybody you want to show some love to, stuff like that.
Man, shouts to all of the videographers doing their thing, man. I mean, my crew, Visionary Vision, of course, you know what I mean? Owner, Dave, Alex, those are my guys. George Buford, he's a fucking monster.
George, he's so young too.
Yeah, man.
It's
like crazy.
16.
I met the kid when I was shooting the original video for Coop. No, it was 100K on 100K in a coupe, 100K in my coupe, and 100K. It was with
So
Cowboy
good.
and Pop. Pop and Cowboy.
Yeah. Damn.
So
he was doing it since then? He had to be like 13, 14 at the time.
No, he was around 16. I don't know how old he was. I know he was a baby, though.
Now he's like 17, if I'm not mistaken.
100K on the coupe. That's what it's called. 100K on the coupe.
Yeah, George is going crazy.
There's a song called Coupe on
That's
Faith.
a new one. I shot that.
That's the guy that I assisted him with Bikini Bottom, Ice Spice.
Right.
Okay.
So I met him there. Like, it was later on. He was shooting another video for, I think it was Tay Floss. And he was just like, hey, man, you JLShotThat, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, big fan. I'm like, well, I appreciate it. He was like, yo, man, I shoot too. Here, look at my work. And I swear to God, he showed me his work. And I'm thinking just a regular another. I'm like, all right, here we go. Let me see. I'm like, yo, what?
Yeah.
This shit is fire. So I call owner. I'm like, yo, owner, bro. Because I'm still shooting at the time, so I didn't, want to brush him off, but at the same time, I still wanted him to have some awareness. So I told him, I'm like, owner, yo, I should grab him up. And, yeah, owner, and Dave, whoever I told you that was, I told you grab him up at that time because this kid is going crazy now. But I'm working with him. He just edited the NLE one.
That's awesome.
Good
for you, man. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, George is doing this thing for sure. That's probably somebody I definitely want to shout out. Yeah, so shout out to George Buford.
Yeah. But any last words? Anything you want to get off your chest?
Just get
Fuck
ready.
the haters.
Get ready for I didn't want to do the show. Get ready for AMRAC. Get ready for everything we got coming, man. We got a lot coming. Stay tuned, man. Everything colossal.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, usually we do hot takes, but I guess.
Yeah, we're having a hot take. I was excited for that.
We could do like 5 takes.
I don't know
we
what
can
that
get
was.
through it, yeah.
I bet.
Let's do it.
Let's
Don't
go.
give me no half-ass show.
All right, let's go. All right,
Just
so
wanna
boom.
Make sure we don't
Hot takes. Let's get it.
Overstay feet.
My man said, how do you feel about AI being used for writing/creating songs? Do you think it's an advantage, or do you think that takes away from raw creativity?
By far, takes away from raw creativity.
It's a good take, because this shit been...
Like, by far, like, hell yeah.
You heard that new Uzi song? There's literally a whole new Uzi song.
Made by
It sounds exactly like Uzi.
It sounds good, too. That's what's
And it
scary.
sounds fire. It's not even him. It's a robot, bro. Ain't that shit
scary.
crazy?
I ain't gonna hold you. I use ChatGPT like at least once a week now for emails.
Imagine we
and
had
shit.
that shit when we was in school, bro. Like, write a To Kill a Mockingbird story.
Bro, I'm finishing
or whatever,
my master's.
like summary. It does
I'm
it for
finishing
you.
my master's. Guess who's using ChatGPT?
They got AI for videos too, boy.
I know. I mean, I can only imagine.
Yo,
I can only imagine we're not going to have a job soon.
There's this new type type to video AI software. It's gonna come out like this summer.
oh my God, yes. You
Bro,
can take
you can
videos
literally-
from. Go ahead, say it.
You can have this image of the podcast right now, and you can turn this video into like Dragon Ball Z art or like animation, and it will turn us into like Dragon Ball Z characters.
Yeah,
And we'll be moving. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
And you
you
could
can
type, like,
literally type it
I
out.
want this
it should
video
be out
to
by
be-
like this summer.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be. I want this video to be like JLShotThat, and it'll edit it like your style, bro.
Exactly. Yo, you can look up on ChatGPT right
You
now.
gotta patent
who
this
is-
shit, boy. You're gonna have to
Who is
copyright it somehow.
JLShotThat? And it'll tell us exactly who you are, where you from. He did it on himself.
I put because I make documentaries and shit. So I put, can you make a script for a 50 Cent documentary? And it tells you everything.
And you
Curtis
said
Jackson
to do
was,
it like it's Aaron speaking.
Yeah. So like how
And
my video
all his
would be.
mannerisms, all his like, yo, back with another video. It
Like
did
type shit.
all of that, bro.
Scary, bro.
It showed him a whole script of exactly what he would say.
At first, there was no filter either, so people would type in some wild, crazy shit, how to make a
Yeah,
bomb
like how
or
to
whatever.
make a bomb and shit.
But then the
bro.
feds got involved. Like, there needs to be
Yeah.
more filtering.
Use
He's
ChatGPT
just shaking his
to
head.
your
That shit crazy.
Nah, that's some wild shit,
Tell me that's
bro.
not crazy.
But when that feature comes out, you're probably gonna use it, the AI shit that I was talking about.
We'll
It's
see.
probably gonna
It's
save a lot
hard,
of
it's
corners,
hard.
cut
Yeah,
little
I'm
shortcuts.
not opposed to trying new shit.
It makes shit
But
hard.
in the
yeah.
music industry, that's scary, bro. Because
It's super scary.
Yeah.
you could literally make me a Juice WRLD song. Remember we did that? And it tells you, cut my wrist. No, I'm lying. But it said some emo. It
fucked
was
up,
like
bro.
emo shit, bro.
Rest in peace, Juice.
R.I.P. Juice WRLD. You know I love Juice. I got Trippie Red right here. I love them all. But
Yo,
it dead ass
you
had some
crazy,
emo ass shit. Like I did drugs last night.
He did go crazy though.
Yo.
Bro, they said I popped a pill last morning. I'm like, yo, this is too crazy, bro. Anyways, next tape, my man said, speaking of Trippie Redd, my man said, it's probably too early to say, but Trippie Redd has the most forgettable album this year by far. I literally can be scrolling on Twitter or Instagram, then randomly remember that he dropped it.
Damn.
Do you know about the last project he dropped?
No.
It's called Mansion Music. 25 songs.
Executively produced by that man right there, Chief Keef.
Sosa. Yeah. I think
Chief Keef's trying to executive produce a lot of shit. He did Summers. He did I was about to say T-Pain, Trippie Redd.
But I feel like that was a gimmick though to make people download that shit. Like, oh wow, it's produced by Chief Keef or whatever. Oh yeah, it's gotta be hard.
I'm sorry. Let me
Nah, you straight. It's
Yo,
important.
gang.
Important shit.
Making a video right now, doing a reaction right now, right? But I just had to call you real quick. It's just, you know the UG's nigga from the Bronx?
I know of him.
Alright, so I was just reacting to a video. He's like, yo, stop telling cameramen that I don't have no problem with them. And I know I already work with a few cameramen, so I decided let me call the cameramen I work with during the video to see which person said to him that I said I don't have a problem. Was it you?
Nah, I never spoke to him in my life. Never spoke to him in my life.
Nah, I just want to, because nigga's a fraud, so I just made promotion real quick for being a fraud. He lying, you know?
All right, just to let you know, I'm literally getting interviewed on a podcast right now, so this is gonna be on the podcast.
If we could hear it, facts.
That's fire. All right, bet. All right. That's upper class, guys. That was upper class and usually that's
Shout out
good
to you,
content
bro.
right there.
That's hard. Where we at? Yeah, so the Trippie Redd album, man, it's just a lot of
Filler.
it's a lot of filler. I just feel like Trippie Redd doesn't care about the craft like that, bro.
Well,
Yo, you know what's crazy?
What?
Damn, should I say that?
He's like, I know
I
Trippie
guess-
Redd. I
Nah,
was talking to him last
Trippie
night.
Redd. I don't know Trippie Redd, but I have heard from several people on the production side that he is very unprofessional when it comes to like he showed up to a video 12 hours late.
I'm not surprised.
12 hours late.
I'm not
Bro,
surprised.
and I
at all.
said, where the fuck did you come up with 12 hours?
I mean, I'm not surprised. You could tell by his performances sometimes. He's just like,
Now,
put your hands in the air.
We'll end the take on this. Like, we went to Rolling Loud, California, like a month ago, and you know, his performance is so lackluster. Like he didn't give a fuck, and you know, maybe he did. Maybe that's just how he performs.
Right.
But he had just dropped the project.
Literally
2 weeks
like
before.
2-3 weeks before. So I'm expecting
Mansion
him to
music,
play
right?
at least
He
3
performed
songs.
the same exact set that he's been performing for the past 4 years, like 3 years.
And that's what I say. Like, you're never gonna grow as an artist because look at Uzi, look at Yachty, look at even Ski play the
Cardi.
unreleased track. Cardi, they evolve every set. They play a new unreleased track or something different. Trippie's been doing the same shit. I mean, whenever he goes, put your hands in the air, I'm like, yo, he about to play Wish. Get out my face. I'm like, yo, it's the same
Because he's
set.
a big Trippie fan.
Yeah,
He's seen at
bro.
least 7 sets, 8 sets.
He's never gonna get the big letter treatment if he keeps doing the same shit, bro.
Yeah.
But I just get passionate about it because, you know, I think he's extremely talented, bro. I could see him being
But
huge.
your mans don't give a fuck.
Your man's.
Unfortunately, my man said, hold on,
Yeah.
where the takes at? Oh, my fault, cool. I didn't go to the comment section. So my man said the godfathers of the 2010s hip hop scene go to Future, Young Thug, and Chief Keef. People would argue that Cardi claims a spot, although he's a prodigy of these artists. Cardi, Uzi, and Travis hold the throne for this new age of rap we hear in the 2010s.
Listen.
In the
I will keep it a
2020s,
buck
sorry.
with you.
The new age of rap in the 2020s.
I don't know, Gabe. I don't know if y'all, I don't care, y'all kill me. I think I can only name one Cardi song.
That's fine. That's okay. What, Magnolia?
Yes.
I respect
You know,
it.
it's so interesting. That's what's so amazing about Cardi and like his whole class. You know what I'm saying? Like
His fan base and whatnot.
his fan base too. Like he sells out
Yeah.
Barclays Center.
Yeah.
He'll have 17,000
Yeah.
people at his show.
Yeah.
But then like the average New Yorker doesn't even know, more than one song or two songs. I think that's so crazy.
It's the bubble because we're so in the internet all the time, and we go to all these shows, these 16-year-olds and all these little teenagers. They foam at the mouth for these dudes.
Yeah.
But like, I guess our generation, late 20s, they probably don't know. Like, I love all that shit though, but
Word.
Cardi hard.
Yeah.
Our era is probably like
Cardi hard. You gotta do a Cardi video one day, son. Imagine that.
Word.
Yo,
that'll be hard.
that'll be hard.
It'll never come out. 'Cause
That shit will be hard.
Nah, yeah, I just not. I guess that's not like. I'm not a rager. You know what I mean?
Okay.
No,
So
for sure.
You prefer more lyrical rap as opposed
I
to
think he's more so on the ladies, bro.
Mellow, it's just mellow,
like
bro.
R&B, melody,
It's just
like
Sonics,
Black and Bryson
bro.
Tiller and shit like
It's
that?
just like Sonics. I'm all about the Sonics.
You gotta shoot a Bryson Tiller video.
I fuck with Bryson.
That's hard.
But no, listen.
Y'all do a Chris Brown video, boy. Stop playing.
Hell yeah, I would. I would love to. But I'm striving. That's what, right? I think I'm striving.
You don't fuck with Yeet?
I fuck with Yeet.
Okay, I'm about to
I
say.
fuck with Nextel.
Woo.
Nextel.
That's his manager, and like me and Nextel was in the UK together with Pop.
Yo, you gotta lock me in with Nextel, man.
Yeah,
that's a good
that's
guy.
my bro. That's a real good guy.
But you trying to open up more to the?
So no, I was about to say I'm striving where I am because I'm from there. I'm from the streets. You know what I mean? Like I know what it looks like. You know what I mean? So I think that's why like a lot of like bigger directors couldn't pull off what we pull off. You know what I mean? Because they don't even know what that looks like. You know what I mean? And vice versa. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I can understand why, and I can understand why certain, like, I don't actually get certain videos, you know what I mean? Because one is I'm known for this, so that's what they're going to come to me for.
You don't want to be boxed in.
Yeah, but I am. So
you feel that way.
No, it's yeah, it is what it is. What else have you seen me shoot?
Interesting. No, it's good hearing it from the source, you know?
Yeah.
Because, optics could be one thing, but you actually feel that way?
Yeah.
What's something that you're trying to do to, like, step out of that?
I want to go into commercials and, like, product placement type shit. The same thing Joe does. I'll tell you, Joe's like, I kind of use the blueprint that Joe laid out.
It's hard.
Hey, I guess that's a mission for this year for you, too, right?
I mean, well, I'm going into film, so, like, that's probably going to take up everything. You know what I mean? But, like, I was just speaking on, like that side. You know what I mean? Because the film thing is definitely going to take over everything.
Okay.
What we got next, my boy?
It's funny how you say you only know one Cardi song, so we got a little Cardi take here. Travis is still a better performer than Cardi. Sorry, not sorry, Vamps. So do you know about the Vamps and all that shit?
The who?
The Vamps, like the vampires, you know? Like his
it's
fan
like Cardi's
base.
little minions.
So he's like mad, all black everything. And his fan base, they call Vamps. Like, he be on some demonic shit.
Yeah, I see
So
that.
he was just saying that he thinks that Travis is a better performer than Cardi. Sorry, Vamps.
Right.
I mean, I haven't seen too many Cardi shows. I have seen they go crazy, but I don't.
Yeah.
I can't imagine him being bigger than Travis.
Or better performer, not
Or
necessarily
better performer.
I just feel like
I've
he
seen
moves
Travis
more.
perform.
I
That's
feel like
the
Travis
debate
moves
now.
around more.
Yeah, okay.
He just
So,
moves
okay.
around more. He don't scream louder than Cardi. Okay, we
But
got
he comes
another.
in flying on cars and shit.
ASAP Rocky drops his best pieces of music when the cover art is black and white. Out of his whole discography, Testing is easily his most polarizing, and I have a prediction that if he releases another project that's not his traditional black and white cover, it's going to have a mixed reception. That's an interesting
whatever.
take.
The color.
That's a random.
Interesting take, but the color, has
I mean,
nothing to
they
do
are
with nothing.
all black and white, literally, all
But
his
you-
projects.
I
all of
think Allah at long last ASAP is by far his best project.
I respect
what do you
that.
think?
2015 joint.
What do you think?
I don't know.
That'll be hard if you got a Rocky video. Stop playing.
Facts.
He got,
He got his whole
they go crazy.
organization. Yeah.
that's like his shit too.
Yeah, the ASAP Forever video.
Yeah,
That
Alright.
shit's insane. When it keeps zooming in on everything.
Let's do one last take and wrap it up.
No problem. No problemo. My man said, hold on, let me get a spicy one. There hasn't been a classic album/albums that has dropped in the last couple of years. There's been great albums that drop, but people are too quick to call something a classic when they haven't let a project breathe for a moment.
I agree.
You think people are too quick to call something a classic?
Yeah.
You think there has to be a certain amount of years? Or like something can be a classic right away
No,
too?
it can be.
So then what's the
I think Pop got one, maybe even two.
Meet the Woo
Meet the Woo
2?
2 is definitely
Yeah,
classic.
Meet the Woo 2 is definitely
Classic.
there's like no skips on
I can
that
listen
hoe.
to that shit
Straight up.
People will argue a whole lot of Red by Cardi.
Yep. He's like, what?
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So what's a classic you think came out in the last besides Meet the Woo 2 in like 5 years, last 5 years? It's tough, right? I think Nas's albums, I'm a big Nas
The
fan.
third one?
All of them. All 4 of them. King's Disease 1, 2, Magic, and King's Disease 3.
I told you I listen to
Classic.
R&B, too.
You on your R&B shit,
I
okay.
listen to R&B heavy, so, yeah.
Okay, you
I
could
would
say
talk
a
about
classic.
those albums.
Okay.
Probably Her's album.
SZA, too.
Oh, SZA's album, definitely classic.
From the not the recent one, the one from before.
Nah, the recent one.
The recent one, gas.
Uh,
I heard like 5 songs on there. Not a big R&B guy. How you feel about Chris Brown though, son, and his albums? I feel like they too bloated,
getting
boy.
worse and worse.
yeah, it's
Word.
I
unfortunate.
can't lie, man. Like,
But he has
and
some
he's-
good
that's
songs,
my-
though.
yo,
That's the
bro,
thing.
I'm probably, bro.
Bro,
I'm a
He's
really
a
big
big-
Chris Brown
I like
fan,
Chris
bro.
Brown a
No,
lot.
I'm
Like,
a
I
really
thought
big-
Breezy had moments where, wow, this should be huge. Like, this is an amazing track.
Talking about
But
his
there's like
last album?
38. Yeah, bro.
It was so bad, bro.
No, it's not bad, bro.
It sounded like he freestyled that whole album.
No way.
Yeah.
There's like 10 songs on there that are crazy hard, bro. Tweaking, bro.
I don't
It's just
know,
that there's like
man.
38 songs
That's
on
probably
there.
what it is. But still, if you're gonna put 38 songs out, make sure them shits is good or something.
Nah, you can't have a classic album and it has more than 20 songs. It's my opinion.
Chris Brown, we crazy. The Lonnie Bro collection has 64.
When he dropped that 45-track album,
It's very
the
rare.
Lonnie Bro collection
It's
has
very
64
rare.
songs.
when he
that
dropped
there's
that
no
45-track album, after that I was like, I'm done.
No,
Yeah,
there was
nah,
like
that was
65
kinda
songs,
crazy.
bro. That was Heartbreak on a Full Moon. There was like 63 songs on there.
Hey man,
He
Take
didn't-
Care
he
is the
don't- he
last
don't
album
need all
that
of
had
that,
20
though.
songs.
Unless he's doing it for a reason.
at that time he did it for the stream numbers.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So
And then he had the nerve to drop a deluxe on us, bro. He did that with Indigo. Indigo had like 45
Indigo was
songs, and then he
OD.
did another one with a different color, like 55. Yeah, I'm good, bro.
Indigo was OD.
But anyways, yeah, man.
Yo,
That's the hot take
episode
segment.
52.
Appreciate y'all.
Dope to have you.
JLShotThat.
My dude.
Great to have you on here, man.
Yo, it's
that was
been a
dope.
strange couple of weeks with the pod, but yo, I'm glad we back in action, bro.
Shout out Elite Sound Studio, man,
At
for
least
holding
Sound
it down.
Studios. And yeah, appreciate
Episode
you, man.
52.
Appreciate you coming by.
Appreciate y'all.
Swag, swag.
Come in town.